It's so tiresome. Keep bloody logging onto Facebook and posting the link all the time. And Facebook's fucking frozen up on me again, man. So how's it going, everyone? Hope you're doing okay. I'm still messing around putting the links onto my Facebook pages. So, thought I'd do a little coffee chat one tonight. Let's see how it goes. Just had a sandwich, ham and cheese sandwich with barbecue sauce, tomato ketchup sauce, and Branston pickle. Mind you, Branston pickle's got no pickle, it's just like a paste nowadays. It's a bit of a bummer. I'll put it on that one. Oh, I can't even remember what bloody link I posted on. Yes, I posted on the right one. So it must be the other one. That one. So I've got like several pages on Facebook, like little group pages that people follow me on as well. It's just not my normal Facebook page. I had a bit of a kind of like, oh my God, what's this about today? A letter from the House of Commons. And I thought it was something to do with the situation regarding, all that crap that guy was doing on me, yeah. And I thought it might be a letter stating when or if a court proceeding was going to come up, but it wasn't. It is Save St Helier Hospital. And they want me to fill out a little questionnaire to save a hospital, which I've never been to. My hospital is St George's, so why I should fill this out, I've got no idea. So I don't think I'll be bothering, to be honest with you. I should do, I suppose, because we do need more hospitals. If you want for hospitals, they want to fix you up and put you back together again, would they? Really, I suppose. But if you think about it, how long do you have to wait to be seen by a doctor or a nurse in hospital when you go to hospital? Unless you've been carted away in an ambulance, and sometimes you do get put in the front of the line. Then when you walk down there, and you're hoping to be seen to rather quickly, and you get notification saying, "Well, sorry, it's going to be about a 3-hour wait." It's a bit of annoying, to be honest with you. I don't know when my throat started playing up. I haven't been talking about anything or to anyone today. Just told the cat to get out of the way. And as soon as I start stream, my voice starts going a bit weird. Just like the old days, eh? Well, part of the old days. My feet are freezing cold. I've got 2 pairs of socks on, and my feet are still bloody freezing cold. Just turn a little blow heater on again. Just had the hassle of going round to the shop and getting a new bottle of milk, because the one I bought yesterday, when I came home and I opened it, when you open the top of the milk here, those plastic carton ones here. When you undo the screw to cap here, you've got like a little plastic covering over it here, and you have to like pull it out, or like kind of pull it up to actually, get your milk out. Oh, I came home from the shop yesterday and I opened the bottle up, and the plastic had already been peeled back. So I thought, maybe because it wasn't sealed down properly, or maybe someone's tampered with it. So I stuck a little bit of milk in, made a cup of coffee. My coffee tasted really vulgar. So I went back today and told them, and I got a fresh bottle of milk in return. So I'm at the moment drinking my coffee. So I did do an overnight stream the other day, as you know. I will do another one, probably the weekend. How many? 127, I think, views on it. No, 131 views. So, I think people still do like watching them. So I will start doing a few more, time to time. But I'm still not going to be doing paranormal too much, to be honest with you. Not until, the warmer weather gets here, because I want to get out and do some cemetery work, as I keep saying. And hopefully, one or two spirits might follow me back and, start giving us activity, possibility. I'm not saying they will, but, never know. Just have to play it by ear. I might not get no activity at all. I might not get none for another 2, 4, 5 years or whatever, I just have to try to open myself up a little bit again and, try to put what energy I've got into it, and that love and affection and whatever. But yeah, I am trying, but I'm not trying hard at the moment. Too bloody cold to sit here and try to do anything, to be honest with you, I'm trying to use my energy to keep myself bloody warm. I can't get an appointment with the doctor to see if I can get a copy of the letter they gave me years ago to get me heating back up and running properly. So I used to have gas, and I can't use gas because of my asthma. So I had a letter which I was supposed to give to my housing association, and I went and lost it, didn't I? And I couldn't afford to buy a new letter because the letters are like £55 each. So until I find the funding to get a new letter written out from the doctors, I'm still running one little bloody fan heater at the moment. I can't even have a decent bath or shower. I've got to have stripped down washes all the bloody time. Boiling in the kettle about a dozen times. But the good news is I did get my DVR back up and running. 2 of the cameras went down. It's a wire situation. One of them was the outside balcony one, which is a 30-metre long, which is over 100-foot cable, which I had to buy. That cost me £10. So I didn't want to buy, a cheap, nasty one. I bought, a decent cable from a known manufacturer. And the other one was like, I need like a 15-metre one, because the other one was a hallway one, which was playing up, so I changed over as well. I still have my Wi-Fi cameras, which I want to get up and running again sometime maybe. But I can't remember what software I used to actually get the Wi-Fi's up and running. It looked like I was actually using the software I use on a PC. But I can't remember how I got the Wi-Fi ones connected up with the static ones. So looking back on some of my old videos, I had like 11 cameras up and running, all on the same software, but I can't figure out how I bloody done it. Getting old, your brain cells tend to like leak, and you just forget things, don't you? Really. So yeah, can't remember after stuff I used to do. I want to build some more devices, but I can't remember how to bloody build them because the old brain's gone a bit slow on me. I tried a DWP about the so I had to go there Monday, and I was asking about getting a grant for the washing machine which I need, and I said I don't do grants. I said I'm not lying to you, but there was something that came from my phone a few months back. Yeah. Oh, thank you for that, Michael. Um, yeah, I said to her like, a few months ago, I had a notification from my phone saying that the DWP do grants, and they swear black and blue that there must have either been an error in the actual, text on the newspapers, because it's the newspaper who is stating it. Yeah, they said they've either, made an error stating that they do grants, or there might be a grant and they don't know anything about it. So I said best thing to do. They gave me a particular organisation, which is NEARMY, which does sometimes give grants, but it's like near impossible if you get it or not, kind of thing, and it depends on what you need it for. It's a grant which I don't think you'd have to pay back. If you do, it's only half you have to pay back, or you might have to put half in towards it. I don't know. So I've got to contact them sometime. I told her what I need. I need a new washing machine, new microwave, cooker. Is playing around, but that's insured, so I can get that sorted out if it ever does play up and pack up on me. But I don't really like using cookers, to be honest with you, because with my arthritis I have in my hands, and the disabilities I really do not like cooking. I don't like leaning over. It's not an open flame; it's like electric cooker. But even when I've been picking up the frying pan when I've been cooking my pork, my specialist herbed fried pork with melty cheese on top here. When I've been picking it up, my hands are shaking, and the fat is spinning around everywhere. And a couple of times, where the fat's falling on the hot stove, it's flared up. So I really don't like, cooking that much, to be honest. I tend to try to now get myself like the pre-cooked ones we can use in the microwave. But some of them ones are like 7, 8, 9 minutes to be cooked. I've got 2 packets of potato and jacket, thing, which takes 14 minutes. My microwave only takes it'll only cook for 4 minutes, and that's it. Yeah, stop. And I've got to wait 10 minutes for it to cook another 4 minutes. Then another 4 minutes, It's it takes enough an hour for me to cook a 10-minute fucking potato when I could easily probably cook it in the bloody cooker. Well, I don't even know my cooker works properly because I've not used the cooker part for years. I've always just used the stove. So, and I do need to clean the top of the cooker as well. I've been trying different products, but it's not getting some of that grease off sometimes. And I've always used the top back cooker, the actual back plate. I always use that more because it gets hotter quicker. And I've also used it for candle making as well, because when I go out buying candles, I don't like wasting the little bits at the bottom, so I kind of keep them in a jar, and then once I've got enough, I melt it all down and make my own candles. So but when doing that, sometimes a candle, when I'm trying to take it out of the saucepan, so I use a little ladle that gets spilt onto the cooker. I've got bloody candle wax on the cooker. I tried different products, to clean it, but it still doesn't come off. I sometimes have to use a little scraper, but it's still got residue of candle wax, and other bits and pieces on there. So I'm just waiting for my cooker to go down on me now, because like that ain't gonna be so much of a problem, because that is insured, and if it does break down and if they come around and try to fix it and they say it's too old to be fixed, they will actually pay it for a new cooker for me, because I've paid the insurance for about 3.5, 4 years. And the amount of money I paid on it, I probably have paid for a new cooker. So yeah, still going through a bit of tedious kind of like problems at the moment. But still getting there bit by bit, I suppose. I was going to go out metal detecting today, but I'm having really bad problems trying to get sleep at night time. I went to bed about 2:00, and I put the alarm clock on for 7, so I should have had 5 hours sleep, but I just could not fucking sleep. I don't know why, I just could not sleep. When I lay there, I do think about things, yeah, and that's probably what keeps me awake, just laying there thinking about things, like trying to make decisions, kind of thing, like, where should I go today? Should I go to my permission, or should I go to my new one, which I haven't even been to yet, and try and look for that ring, or should I go somewhere local, kind of thing, like local park, which is like public ground, and I've seen people metal detect there before. Where should I go? What should I do? And time I do fucking fall asleep, it's too late, because looking at the clock, an hour, no, that ain't gonna work. I ain't gonna get an hour's sleep. I'm gonna be knackered time I get up there. So I just have to cancel what I'm doing, kind of thing. So I didn't go out at all today, apart from the shop to get that milk. But it is a bit of a hard thing to do, trying to get sleep down here at night time. I'm still hearing things in here as well, like a couple of times each night now, like knocking sounds, movements. The only thing is, you can't really capture that on camera, can you? Really? Even if I do a live stream on here in this bedroom overnight, you might hear the sounds, but you're not going to see what's actually making them, which is a bloody shame, because I like to capture something. But as I say, I've been getting DVR problems. The hard drive's playing up in it as well. Sometimes it'll pick up the hard drive, sometimes it won't pick up the hard drive. I turned it off today, accidentally, and I looked at the monitor and I thought, damn, I've turned it off, because I was moving my PC monitor around a little bit, yeah. And I must have knocked the switch at the back of the DVR camera set-top boxing. And when I turned it on, it said, cannot find hard drive. I thought, oh, what's this shit? So I just tapped it, turned it off, turned it back on, and tapped it while I was turning it on, and it picked up the hard drive again. So while it picked it up, I formatted the hard drive, so anything that had been captured over the last time, over the last 2 or 3 days, when I last formatted it, it won't be there anymore, But I'll tell you one thing, yeah, seriously, I keep seeing this bloody dark figure coming through my door, and it ain't like the small one I used to see now. This is fucking bigger, like a troll size thing now. And it's just so hard that, trying to capture it, because you can't see it in the hallway, and you don't really see it in here, because this camera isn't really facing the door. The camera at the back, where my bed is on the dressing table, there's a camera at the back which is facing down towards the TV and the door, but it's not actually getting round near the door. And when it does get near the door, it doesn't get the corner, the crack where I had to leave it open for the cat to get through, because she's always in and out. But last night I must have saw this 2 or 3 times, and it kind of fucking startled you, it really did startle me. I thought, fuck, man. And as soon as you see it, you turn around hoping you got it on your camera system, and it's not been fucking recorded. So whoever is here is fucking got to be intelligent, Must know a way of not getting caught on fucking camera. Excuse my friend. But things are, happening now. To say it's not been caught on bloody video to show you. Orbs. I'm catching orbs in here. Yeah, in here. Saw a couple of them living the other night, but no, come on, like orbs. Who's really interested in seeing a 2-minute clip of an orb flying across the room? Unless there's several of them and then like a disco dance in there. And then still, like if you saw like you wouldn't even know in the living room unless it's like daylight, then the daylight will pick up the actual colours, but nighttime it won't pick up colours. Even with the device in there, when a red light flickers on the camera, it picks up as like a red light. It's been picked up as a white light. I've seen a few orb activity in, especially in here. It's usually when I hear the kind of like knocks or taps, I kind of look up and I look at the monitor and see an orb flying around and think, oh, maybe that's what's causing it. But again, you can't really prove it, The last arrest over here was what's name? That's this guy who stabbed 3 people in Streatham, and he would you believe he was an actual terrorist as well? He was only just let out of prison 3 days. Then he went out and started stabbing people. And over, I think it's near Croydon, there's a gang of 3 Asians went around on a little rampage and attacked and robbed people in a supermarket, apparently. Yeah. Things are happening now, Piss taking it, really. But I don't really want to be talking about a lot of this shit anyway. No, I don't want to make my channel sound like, I'm talking about terrorists. I'm just saying, the paper stated that the guy who actually stabbed 3 people was a terrorist. And he'd done like prison term. If I knew, he didn't do his full term. He was out within half the term he's supposed to do. He's supposed to have done 6 years, I think. But he only done like 3 years, 6 months or whatever. And 3 days later, he's out on the rampage, stabbing people. If that was me, like not the actual test, but if I was the judge, I wouldn't have like put him inside. I would have like fucking like kicked him out of the country, let his own country deal with him, or made sure he'd done the full term, 6 years. So if he'd done the full term, these 3 people wouldn't have got stabbed. I know people, if you've got conviction, and like, say like someone goes and robs a shop here, and the court finds you guilty, and they say, right, 2 years in prison. Sometimes if you're in prison, you're doing good behaviour, you could be happy with 6 months. But then, what are you going to do when you come out? You might go out and start robbing people again on, whatever. And then back up in prison. But this guy, Sudesh guy, never ended back in prison. He got shot and killed by the police. But they should make people do their full time. I know it costs the government money, but why say 6 years and they're not going to do 6 years? I I wouldn't give a shit if they was being good in prison or not, you know. They need to learn their fucking lesson. Maybe because the government's running out of money, they can only keep them in for so long. Don't know, but they kept him in for the full 6 years. Then 3 people would have got stabbed, and one of them was a 20-year-old woman, I think, who was in hospital for, you know, critical wounds. I don't know if she's even been released from the hospital yet. That was me tapping in my fingers. Neighbour's been a bit noisy, making like, you know, banging sounds and whatnot. But that's during the daytime, you know. Can't have it on too long. It burns up my electricity, that does. Yeah, so I still not worn my fucking camo clothes yet. You know, my trousers, my shirt, my short sleeve kind of like fishing camo shirt. Well, it's more like a jacket actually. My backpack I ain't used yet. So I was actually hoping to like put all that on when I go and meet Alan on their next like trip. But he sent me a message today saying he doesn't want, you know, what was his message? He said something about he's not going to do any more metal detecting or anything else until, you know, the weather gets better, because he's just getting over a cold at the moment. No, it's not the coronavirus. But it's a shame really, because I like going out, you know, with him and like, you know, metal detecting. It's, you know, better to have more people in the video, more kind of like exciting. But he goes, I'm not doing any adventures until it gets warmer, mate. Getting too old for it. Well, he fucking cheap, you know. He says he's getting too old. I'm older than he is, so he's making me even older. And yeah, you know, the cold does like, you know, weigh you down. You know, it does make you want to stay indoors more. But no, it's supposed to have been very sunny today, which I don't know if it was or not, because I didn't get to sleep till like 8 o'clock. And I woke up at about 10, I think it was, and I looked at it and it looked nice, and I thought, no, fuck this. I've only had like an hour, 2 hours sleep. I'm going to go back to sleep, and I did. Didn't go up till about 3 o'clock. So I said, okay, no probs. I was going to go out today, but just going to sleep, so I stayed home. He goes, definitely not giving up on it, mate. Sorry, bruv. I said, no probs, like, you know, don't give it up. Just, you know, don't give it up. Because he just spent like, he spent over £350 on new metal detecting gear, like a Garrett I400, a pinpointer, a Garrett carry bag, and that was like, well, nearly 400 quid he spent on new gear. Then I asked him when he was uploading the last video we did, and he said there wasn't enough footage. So he only uploads if there's footage of 10 minutes or above. He don't think it's worth uploading like a 5-minute or a 7-minute video. But I am thinking of going out tomorrow. I need to get out tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be sunny, I think. Oh, no, hang on. It's changed. Changed tomorrow. Oh, fuck. See, last night it said today was sunny, right? Which it was. Tomorrow it's supposed to be sunny. Now what's happened? Light cloud, light winds. Next sunnier day is going to be Friday. So it looks like I'll probably be home tomorrow and be going out Friday. Saturday is like light, a little bit of sunshine. Sunday it's rain all the way through the day. Monday is partially sunny and rainy. Tuesday, it is going to be okay. But then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's all going to be rain, 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 rain. No, look, it's fucking British weather, man. It's a total joke. 1 minute it's supposed to be sunny, next minute it's like pissing down rain. Well, let's say it's pissing down the rain, and you plan not to go out because it's going to be pissing down the rain, and suddenly, like, it does turn out to be sunny all day long. Yeah, I won't be surprised. Well, it doesn't say it's going to be stormy. It says it's going to rain. Saturday is not going to be too bad. As I say, you know, you can never tell with British weather. No, I don't want to be going out thinking it's going to be nice and sunny. You know, it could be nice and sunny when you're out, and suddenly, you know, the sky's like when you get a fucking great downpour and you get soaking wet, you know, kind of thing. And I ain't got no room in my bag to take extra clothes with me. And, like, you know, I can't just ditch my bag. You know, I could leave my bag at my permission, but I don't want to be leaving it there in case someone, like, breaks into the shed. I left the spade up there as it is. I don't know if it's still there or not. I think it is there because I said to the landowner, "Oh, it's only a £5 spade I've got from you. You know, can I leave it here?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "If you want it, you can have it." So I ain't digging. He goes, No, leave it there, and, you know, you can take it whenever you want it. So, like, I was thinking, like, leaving my metal detecting gear up there one day. But I don't know. If I did, I'd leave the cheapest one up there. The one which only cost like £60 2 years ago. Get the same bloody metal detector now for about £40. Cheap one. I won't take up my Bounty Hunter and my other one, my Mine Lab. So it costs money, they do. The Bounty Hunter I was able to get for 75 from Allen. But if you buy one of those new now, the Bounty Hunter Quick Draw Pros, they're still like over £200. And then the one my son bought me, the Mine Lab 44, that's like £189 still. Because I've only had that like just over a month now. I've only taken that a couple of times. So I wouldn't really want to take those two out and leave them up there. In case someone does, like, you know, break into his farm sheds and see them laying there and I can go and nick them. I'd rather leave one of the old ones up there and leave my old spade up there. The next time I go out there, if it ain't tomorrow, it's probably like the weekend. I'm going to ask him about, you know, when it gets more sunny, longer daytime periods, when it doesn't get dark till about 7, 8 o'clock at night. You know, and it's a lot more warmer. I want to ask him if I can do some camping up there. So what I'd have to do is take my metal detector up there, leave it up there, come home and go back up there another day and take my camping gear up there and, you know, just metal detect all day long. Then camp out overnight in Eastfield. And what I'll probably take with me is my tent, my little cooking stove with the old gas cylinder bottles, take some food, got myself a little kettle, takes plenty of water, some of those like little sachets of coffee, and cook myself something to eat and have some drinks up there. And then, like, you know, I could either stay up there a day or two. Cat be okay for up to 48 hours, as long as she's got plenty of food. But it'd probably just be a one night, overnight kind of thing, you know. Because if I do any camping, it's going to be on my other channel. Now, I'm actually trying to think of changing my channel name again. what I'm going to call it, I don't know. Not just this channel, but my other channel as well, Steve's Outdoors Adventures. I was going to call it Outdoor Adventures, but that's Alan's handle on his channel. So I was going to call it Steve's Adventures, or Steve's Adventure Channel. So I don't know what I'm going to call it, but this one I wouldn't know what to call it. I don't want to call it Southwest Coast again. I don't want to call it Haunting Experiences anymore. I have done a search on a few names like True Hauntings. That's already been taken, I think. My Haunted Home, that's been taken. There was one or two other ones I thought about, but I can't remember what they were there. But I probably might change this name sometime soon. MS Steve's Outdoors Adventure one I'm going to be changing as well sometime. But I'll let you know when, before I do it. No, Steve's Outdoors, it just stands too long, you know, like it's already Steve's Outdoor Adventures, you know. It's a bit of a mouthful. Even when I go on to people's channels, they say, oh, hello, Steve's Outdoor Adventures. Or they just say, hello to Steve's Adventures, you know, kind of thing. I could just call it Outdoors Adventures, or I was thinking about calling it Steve's Detectoring, because I'm always at, detectoring, either with a metal detector or magnet fishing. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. I've had a few ideas, but I keep forgetting to jot them down and remembering them. Detecting Steve's. That's even fucking longer. I want it shorter. I don't want it no more than 2 words. But I think like Fun Outdoors or Outdoor Fun or something like that, you know. But I think Alan had that as well at one time. Oh no, he had the Fun Brothers, didn't he? Yeah. So also what I want to do is not just camping, I want to go out hiking as well. And, add a little bit more hiking and like some more of my little nature walks. I want to start doing that again as well. Well, it's not really a challenge, is it, really, to be honest with you? I'm not challenging myself. I suppose the only thing I'll be challenging myself is like when I go out camping, like in woodlands. Because I'll be honest with you, I do have that fear factor of being out on my own. I'm not so bad over the common when I'm camping out over there. So I'm near the actual little roadway cafe, and there's usually other guys there. But I've been watching a few videos on like how to confront your fears when you're going out camping. If I want to go and camp in the woods or something, how to like handle those fears. Because I do have that fear if I'm on my own, someone might be around and like might pounce out and attack me, and some kind of fucking crazy lunatic mad axeman or something, kind of thing. A bit like, or someone might come along with a fucking a chainsaw. Oh god, be the old Chainsaw Massacre, the English version. What else? Even like if there weren't no one around, I'd have to go kind of like deep into the woods, and there ain't really a lot of woodland around where I live. But if I was to go out, further, even further than my permission, then I could like do some camping there. Like I could probably camp over at the back of the woods where my permission is, yeah, because there is some woodlands there. So what I want to do is also learn how to do what's that bloody thing? Bushcraft kind of stuff, go out without nothing, apart from a backpack, a cooker, probably a tarp, a small hatchet, a knife, paracord, and you just go out and like camp out for the whole night. And you all you got, it's like a low survival kind of thing, yeah. Which I do really want to start doing actually, but I still had that fear about being on my own because there could be like fucking weirdos walking in, like druggies or like potheads, or fucking some weird guy that's escaped from the nearest fucking mental institution or something, Now I have those weird fears that that I'm not alone. So I've been watching quite a few videos where people have actually done videos telling you what you need to like look at for how to deal with it and how to like take hold of your surroundings, kind of thing. Because like, yeah, you're going to hear noises, you're going to hear some really strange noises at night time. It depends on what part of the world you are in, kind of thing. Like if I'm near, like in the woods near a lake, you might hear crickets, you might hear frogs, and that kind of stuff I'm not used to, kind of thing. And to me, that can't be like kind of like scary, freaky kind of thing. Because you just don't know what's making those noises. It's like what's that fucking movie called? Dog Soldier, where those fucking military go out, on one of those patrol things they had to do, yeah. Fucking they ended up being attacked by bloody werewolves, I'm not saying that werewolves exist, but you just don't know what's in them fucking woods now. Even around here, we get foxes making a hell of a lot, loud noise, and that kind of like freaks you out a little bit. So just think I'm laying in a tent or under like a little tarp or something, yeah, and bloody foxes come up and start screaming like beside you. You'll be up out of that fucking wood so fucking quick, man, Your feet won't even touch the floor. You'll be flying probably. Yeah. At least that coffee tastes a bit better today. Don't be afraid, Steve. You have the advantages. Spiritual persons, the spirits in the nature will watch over you. Really? They'll probably be fucking jumping around and bloody scaring the shit out of me. Let's have some fun with Steve tonight, shall we? Yeah. Great big fucking apparitions flying around in front of me. Weird cackling noises of like witches, The ground might open up beside me and a great big fire in hell flames pop up. Yeah, they look after me, all right. Hello, Vegish, I think. Vegish. Sorry, I can't read. I can't find my bloody glasses as usual. Did find a pair the other day, but they're not the right ones. Well, we got 21 subscribers, that's okay. Copy of this bike next time. Oh, of course there's bloody tricksters, man. I've had a few here, haven't I? Bloody spirits. Pretend they had a demon or a devil on the Ouija board. But what I would do, though, should really talk about the camping stuff on my other channel, actually. But what I would do, I'll probably take, a Ghost Box and EVP recorder and a K2 with me as well, do like a little overnight time kind of session. Do like a 3 o'clock, attempt of communicating with anyone in the woods. You know, if the thing is, I don't think my nephews has got any camping gear, because if they had, I'd like to go and camping in Jordan's Wood, where we caught those apparitions on the camera, remember? But I don't know. Oh, Ian is here. Let's just say hello. All right. Hello, Angela, Ian, Michael, Ulrich, and Fogesh. I think it is Fogesh. Sorry, I can't pronounce. Yes, I ain't got my glasses. The only ones I have got, I threw over here somewhere. And they're not the right ones. Yeah, they're very blurry, man. Very blurry. I think these are the ones for, like close up reading a book. I hope you can hear me a bit better, because I put the microphone used to be on here, but it's now down on top of my preset at the moment. So I'm hoping you can hear me all right. And that's where it is. On top. Because that's the spit thing. Stop, you spitting on the microphone. But we used to be up here. Well, I've removed it yesterday. Hello guys, watch, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, jump. I think that means jump, not jump. Who do you think I am? Job with a hut. Job? What's job? Is there such a word called job? No, I ain't going to tell anywhere I fucking go, man. No way. But if the first thing I'm going to do, and I don't know if I said on my other channel or this channel what, when I started doing it, yeah, I'm going to ask my permission, Ron, if I can camp out on these fields to start off with. Now I've got a couple of different tents. I'm going to take the one which is probably a bit more warmer and doesn't give out that much condensation. Because, when you're in the tent and it starts pissing down the rain and it gets cold, your body heat does kind of like form condensation in the tent, and that creates like water driplets, and that can fall on on your sleeping bag and make you wet and cold. So I really want to do it when it's a nice dry night. Take my tent. I'll definitely take my sleeping bag. And my blow up bed thing. Got to make sure it works before I take it out the blow up bed, because last time I used it, it did deflate, and it felt like I was laying on the hard floor, but I think it's like those it's like in like a ball, when you blow up a ball, like one of those like little plastic balls, you've got those little pushing things, yeah, like the cap things. If that's not pressed in hard enough, the air does come out. So before I do any camping, I've got to make sure my blow up bed's working properly. And don't you dare say it. Not a blow up doll, a blow up bed. Yeah, I had that on here before, didn't I? Oh, Stu's got a blow up doll. Really? So that's what I need to do. Check out, make sure all my gear's working before I can actually go up there and do any camping. Because I know he's going to say, yeah, because it was only after about 3 or 4 times I went there when he said I can just jump over the gate and go and do metal detecting there anytime I want you to, he didn't have to be there. He just said, just come out anytime you want. And I'm usually up there, a lot earlier before he is. I'm up there around about 9 o'clock in the morning, sometimes. Although it takes me an hour and 20 minutes to get there. So I'm out of here around about 7:30. Time I get out there about 9:30, depending on the traffic. He doesn't get there till about any time between 12 and 2 o'clock sometimes, because before he did say I could actually, like, just jump over the gate anytime I wanted to. Sometimes I was waiting like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours before he got there, kind of thing. And I was just wasting the time away, couldn't do nothing. So sometimes I did walk around, just to get a bit of an eye view of the, the location. And I walk in the back of the woods, just seeing what's there. And I have noticed that someone has been camping there before. And on my second permission where Tom's is, because you got like Ron, Tom, and then you got another person down the bottom here. In between Tom and Ron's area, at the side of them, which is a council property, it's like an open kind of like field, but humpy, overgrown, weedy kind of crap. And down the bottom, over the last 30 years, over the last 50 years, a woodland has grown up here. Now, I did actually walk through that area because it is, open to the public. So I walked through the humpy bit, which was like, really wet and, I've got fucking soaking wet feet and everything, which was stupid of me going down here. But I really wanted to see what the woodland was like. And as I got down the woodland, I know in America you got those like swinging chairs, which is like, it's like a swinging bench. Someone had put one of those up. There's a couple of double mattresses down there. There's some, knackered up kids' toys down there. So someone had been camping there, probably last year, because the mattresses didn't look that old. So, I would have to be a bit careful if I was going to camp on my permission, because like there's one particular part where I would probably camp. But if there's been people camping near there before, they're going to probably see my tent and, my fire. Well, it won't be like an open fire. It'll probably be like, my little cooking stove. And, with flash torch, with torches and headlights and stuff like that. Because I can't really go on the other fields because like the horses are going to be there. Can imagine me sleeping there one night and like in hearing scraping on the bloody tent, and I go to wake up and suddenly the tent collapses on me. It's the bloody horses trying to get in. So I could always ask him to like put the horses in another part of the field, which he would do. But where he is, he's got, say, down the side, he's got another field and the woodlands. But if you come up where his shacks are, right at the back where the shacks are, you've got like a woodland there as well. And that's where I've seen where people have probably like also been trying to erect like little, what are they called? Bushcraft shelters. There's even a couple over Mitcham Common I saw the other day, funny enough. And I saw someone actually camped in, well, there's two parts of the common I know where two people are camping with tents. Look in your closet, random stuff. There's usually spirits in there. Just you in your closet, is it? Well, everyone says there's always like, something in the closet that you can't see. No? That little dark shadow, that demon, the negative spirit that comes out at night when you're sleeping. The one that prods you about, and does things to you to make you wake up. So I can try to scare you. Everyone's got demons. and angels and spirit guides and good ghosts and bad ghosts. Just that we know not many people believe it or know that they exist. Oh, Paranormal Night is on next. I've got to go in a minute. I'll just watch it without volume. Paranormal Night is where it just showed you a clip with filing cabinets opening by themselves. And then you see a chair move across the actual floorboard. As Ghost Hunters actually changed their name. So I saw an episode which I was on, and it's like Ghost something, but it's not Ghost Hunters anymore. Is it Ghost Captures or something like that now? So I know they changed their name. Okay, Steve and that other guy. Well, the main three, you know, the technical guy and the two main paranormal investigators were on it. Can't remember what I called the program, but I don't think they call themselves Ghost Hunters anymore. Because there's a lot of stuff about them, weren't there, where apparently they was faking stuff. Or the TV crews were, you know, like the producers were trying to make them fake stuff because there weren't good enough evidence. A bit like Sack with his ghost adventures. Well, that's okay. You know, any of you skeptical, we need skeptical people on there. What's that guy? Ghost of Britain, Lee Steers. He was skeptical. I just saw a video on him the other day, actually, funny enough. He was a very skeptical person until something scared the shit out of him. And now he's a believer. You know, there have been people been out there saying, I don't believe nothing. And, like, you know, they go on a ghost hunt and they see things they can't fucking even understand, you know, or make heads or tails out of thinking, what the fuck was that? Oh, that looks creepy. Gettysburg, they just showed you a clip of Gettysburg where there's 3 cannons and someone's caught an apparition of a Union soldier walking around the actual cannons, and it's like transparent, you can see through it. It ain't just all about ghosts, it's all about, you know, other stuff like, you know, Loch Ness monsters, you know, weird things like, you know, UFOs and things being washed up on shore of different countries. I'd love to find out how a spirit, though, can actually physically harm you, you know, scratch you. It ain't you scratched. I've got a couple of scratches on my hand now, right? And I don't know how they got there. Now, I can't do it myself because I don't have nails. Now, I could do that all day long and you wouldn't see one scratch mark on there. But I've got like 2 scratches on my hand. They've been there for like 3 or 4 days. Yeah, this is the clip. Case ID, American Spirit. If anyone is interested on watching new paranormal caught on camera, it's on Blaze, channel 63. Can't put the volume on, so get down to copyright infringements. But every country, has got their own type of like spiritual energies. Different forms of haunting and stuff like that. And if you think about America, I know us Brits were the first white men over there, I believe, and like we actually did kind of like create America itself. Although you had the Native Indians there, but you think about it, all the battles that went on over there, all the Civil War battles, the battles before the Civil War, battles from 1600s onwards. The was it Path of Tears or Road of Tears from the Native Indians? How many kind of like burial grounds are over there? And they do say like a lot of the negative ones are from like the Native Indians, because they don't like people being on their land, especially like on burial sites. That's why certain parts of America, certain cases are kind of like very negative. See, the thing is with cameras, you've probably got an intelligent haunting or an intelligent spirit. Because I've caught some crazy stuff in here. Crazy stuff, Look at the full black apparition we caught on a live stream when I was in here. My camera went down, and as soon as it came back up, black mist formed into like a human shape, then just kind of like disappeared again within a matter of like a second, kind of thing. Well, we had to do like freeze frame, frame by frame, and although it was only about a second and a half, 2 seconds. Who is it? Perry Pumpkin. It was over like to frame by frame, and you could see exactly it was a mist that formed into like a dark, shadowy figure, then formed into like a full blown apparition of a human, and then it just kind of like went back to like a mist and disappeared, all within a couple of seconds. I seen a little girl running down the hallway, we've seen things in the kitchen, seen things in here. If spirit wants to show themselves on camera, they'll do it. But I think, there are a lot of intelligent spirits out there know you've got cameras and they don't want you to see them doing what they're doing, with a knock, you can't actually capture a knock unless it's on audio, kind of thing. Unless you see like someone standing behind you and it's knocking, and you can see it knocking, and that's pure evidence, kind of thing. But audio, you still got to try to debunk audio. Like how do you know you got a real time paranormal activity, or if it's like what's that word? Is an intelligent haunting, or is it one of those ones that play back? I can't think of the right word for it. Where it happened like say 5 years ago on the time and the date, and it's like gets played back like a video that plays back when you play it back. But I can't remember what bloody haunting it's called now. A residual. So you got to find out if it's a residual or an intelligent haunting. And if you've got an intelligent haunting, that's more when you've got someone doing things in here in your own place, night, walking around, knocking, seeing shadow figures and possible full-blown apparitions. And I've caught a lot of that in here. Caught a lot outside as well. But unless over the last year, with all the hate and drama and bullshit that's going on, it disrupted my channel, and I myself kind of got locked out and lost and forgotten about the stuff, because you need to show your emotions and like your love and your respect. You got to give the energy, do this kind of stuff, and all that just kind of like fade away. But, I'm working back on like getting it back. Your abilities, the love, the respect, the emotions, the understanding. Types of communication. Definitely takes a lot of energy though to do that. Definitely. I don't have that type of energy at the moment. But it'll come back when I'm better in myself. Right, catch you later and stuff. Thanks for popping on anyway. That's not a lock, fucking not a lock, it's a fucking rock. Mind you, it is moving though. Could just be a bloody tree stump caught in the current. It is moving quite fast with the current though. Could be a wow. I think Lee Steers, Ghost of Britain, did a video not long ago on the Mothman in the UK. Now, I thought the Mothman first originated in the United States. So what, did Mothman fly away over the United States to come to the United Kingdom? Or is it bred? Did it breed? And it like travelled over here? Or did it come over here through some kind of like portal dimension? I always got a fucking passport to keep coming here, there, and everywhere. No, it's okay, like he's been on here a couple of times, like he's even been on one of the live streams, would you believe? And that's when he was very skeptical about stuff, yeah. But he's an okay guy, but I don't understand some of the things that he does do nowadays, kind of thing. He's a hard to understand the guy. It's hard to understand a lot of people in the paranormal, actually, yeah. We all got our different ways of doing things and, our feelings about certain things. And a lot, I could be skeptical about certain things in the paranormal, and he ain't. And he could be skeptical, like, all these ghosts and spirits and, things that go bump in the night and I think, kind of, we've all got our own opinions on, our own kind of like disbeliefs and beliefs and stuff like that. There are things that I don't believe. Is it? Oh, he's got a lot of scratches down his back. Is it because, like, I've not seen them or, seen many videos on them or understand them? I just think a lot of this stuff is like too hard to really believe, kind of thing. Like, to be honest with you, a lot of this stuff is just folklore, legend, made up shit. Mothman, really? I can, yeah. All right, let's say, Bigfoot, the Abominable Snowman, the Yeti. Them three are probably from the same kind of like family, just that they've did what we done. If we was born by ape, we kind of like evolved, but they didn't. They probably did evolve from like apes, I suppose, like we did. But it's a part of the lost, not heritage, but they didn't evolve like we did. They stuck like half man, half beast, kind of thing. And it's their own like little family kind of tree line, I suppose. Like the Abominable Snowman, the same kind of fucking thing. Anyway, they both live out up in the Alps somewhere. Bigfoot is probably like one of the ancestors for them. So yeah, I do believe in Saint Night, I suppose, but when you got like folktale or stuff that people make up, like the Mothman, nah. I can understand like someone might have been born deformed and you get some weird looking kind of like humanoid creatures out there, I suppose. But Mothman, no, I don't believe that really. Loch Ness monster. I could believe, yeah, because there are parts of the ocean, very deep, deep, deep lakes out there, which could have caverns, and during the ice age or whenever they probably got trapped in like a cavern, and over time, the caverns opened up and these weird creatures coming out. And don't forget, it's not so much that it's the weird things that are coming out from the sea nowadays. I reckon is part of like the pollution from like nuclear testing and stuff like that, kind of thing. They just found a couple of weird creatures on the on the American coast not long ago, and not far from there, there's a laboratory research development centre that actually fucks around with DNA. So they're saying it's probably from that. Well, they're trying to hide the truth about it. That's what I reckon. But there are certain things I could believe, and there's certain things I think it's just like bullshit. To be honest with you, like werewolves, vampires. Well, vampires are supposed to be true, but unless I met one and I was going to be, trying to bite my neck, and I stuck a crucifix down their throat, then yeah, I believe in it. The werewolf, well, the only way to kill a werewolf is with a silver bullet, apparently. Well, I don't have no weapons, and there's no way to make a silver bullet, so yeah, if I get bitten, I'll turn into a werewolf, I suppose, and go around and bite other people and chew on them and whatever, I suppose, if it ever happened, but I can't see that. What else is there? There's loads of things out there which I could and cannot believe. I just can't think right now, to be honest with you. No, but the Yeti and the Bonneville Snowman, Bigfoot, I do believe there's something out there. No, it's just like not a big population. It's like one Bigfoot to like 500,000 people or something. They've got their own like little territory, and they do kind of like wander out time to time. How do we know they don't live underground? Suburban kind of creature, like dark rocky caves, and they only come out once in the blue moon. I'm hungry again and thirsty. Let's go make another coffee. Back in a minute. I'll get some cream, custard creams. Trolley. Trolley. Never mind. Still a view. I can't even open this. Custard creams. I like dunking on my coffee. I just want to mute myself because I want to see the video which I've been looking for ages. No, it's not. I don't feel hungry now. I don't even feel thirsty either. The Sasquatch is similar to them anyway, aren't they? Like Bigfoot, the same thing. A lot of it is just like, folk tale, made up stories. Oh, you think about it, like, the Shadow Man and the Hat Man, same kind of entity, isn't it, really? Just that, he's wearing a hat one minute and he's not the next minute. No, it's easy for them to manifest a hat in it, the spirit. But Sasquatch and Bigfoot are supposed to be the same thing. Yeti, One Snowman, same thing. But it all could be, tied up to the same thing, They just like went different ways, they didn't evolve to like we are, humans. And they moved off the track of I can't say now. Evolution, I can't fucking say it. Evolution. No, it was on TV screen. I'll be able to say it properly, but I can't fucking say it for that other reason there. Evolution. They didn't cut. So I said evolution, bloody big orb appeared out in my balcony there. They didn't cut away from the evolution and become like what we are, proper man. I suppose they just like a certain group of us didn't break away. Well, part of us broke away, but as they didn't come out as a man, they just carried on as they were, through the evolution. And it could have just been one breed, like the Sasquatch or the Bigfoot, and they kind of like somehow, like, you know, it's like with the Indians, you know, they've got different tribes, you know. You got the Navajo, you got your, you know, your God knows them different kind of like Indian tribes there are. So that's why I reckon with the Sasquatch, they just like splitting into different groups, and you know, one's got like a fucking winter coat, one's got like a summer coat, I suppose. No, if the Mothman is some kind of like real kind of being out there, then it's probably like, you know, scientists fucking around with, you know, DNA technology and cut like that and making weird creatures, but I don't think it's that. No, a lot of it's just like bullshit stories made up. No, some people do go too far with it and, you know, start saying what's true. You know, I've got like, you know, all this photography and like videos. Well, photography videos can be edited and faked anyway, can't it, really? In one way. You know, I think the more outstanding, you know, evidence would actually capture the Mothman, then yeah, you can turn around and say it's like 100%, you know, real thing. But even with the Yeti, they've not even caught the Yeti, have they, really? It's just on what stories they go by, you know, photos. Someone could be running around in the fucking forest in a fucking like gorilla suit, you know, kind of thing, which they have caught before on photos and proven it was a fake. But I would rather go more than, you know, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Yeti, Bonawalk Snowman. I'd rather go with that than the fucking Mothman or the Goat Man. I think it was the Goat Man actually. They was talking about at least is not Mothman. Yeah, Goat Man. Sorry, Goat Man. So I got it wrong. It was the Goat Man, not Mothman. But last week, while I was watching this program, they reckon that due to the, you know, the different types of weather we're getting, you know, the disruption of the astrotherical kind of like weather conditions and, you know, all this pollution and, you know, all this man-made shit we've been doing, they reckon that now something's come up from underground is fucking crawling along underneath bridges nowadays, you know. Can't remember what they called it, but it was on last week's paranormal program. It was like a large-sized bat, you know, human-sized bat kind of thing. They said it had wings, but it was actually crawling under a bridge on its all four paws, you know, its feet and hands. But they reckon that they, you know, on video, the person who actually caught it on video said that he could see like pointy things as if they were wings. Well, if he had wings, why didn't he fly underneath the bridge and not walk along underneath the bridge? Mind you, it was upside down as well. But, you know, someone could have been dressed up and had those pressure pump pads, you know, walking along underneath the fucking bridge. Anything can be easily, you know, faked and manipulated. Unless she caught the damn thing. And yeah, you can turn around and say, well, that's like 100%, you know, pure evidence, you know, we got it. You know, we got the creature that was walking on all four paws upside down, you know, as evidence, you know, kind of thing. But, you know, really, if that was real, you know, government would have had that by now, doing all their tests and shit, trying to figure out where it come from. Try and hide it, you know, from, you know, human eyesight. It's like with all this UFO shit, which is being shown on TV right now, yeah. Yeah, I reckon that there are, you know, solar systems, planets out there with, different forms of life, humanoid, non-humanoid. But I reckon like a lot of it was from, the Nazi era. Like when they first made the V1 rocket and V2 rocket, that was more, you know, advanced technology apparently. But where are we actually getting all this technology from? Where are we getting it from? And they do say like the Nazis, when they made the V1 and V2, they actually, there was a program not long ago where they showed, documentation and video of them actually creating a UFO, a disc shaped flying saucer. So you know it ain't them, the Germans, and the Russians, and the Americans, and you don't really see much in this country, like UFO type stuff, but it's always bloody America, isn't it? Or Russia, or Germany. Wouldn't be surprised they got a group of scientists and they're all fucking around with technology, building all these like UFOs. But it's kind of fascinating how, like, how the pyramids were built. Now, how the hell did they get like 50-ton, 200-ton fucking rocks from one part of the planet to another part of the planet? Yeah, that's crazy. Saint had to be doing it. Just bring one of those fucking rocks, boulders, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, even being dragged on like wheels, on wooden wheels. That must have took fucking thousands of people to just drag it. So no, I reckon something was there. I reckon there might have been some kind of like alien visitors, way back. They even say that in Stone Age, where they've seen some of the old Stone Age caves, they've seen paintings of like weird kind of like UFOs in the sky. So yeah, I reckon like this alien UFO shit is true. So I can't see that, if you come and think about it, yeah, late 1800s, yeah, we only just fucking found a way of making a fucking pistol, a musket, right? The cannons, without, before the muskets, I think, weren't they? I think the Chinese were the first one to create gunpowder. So let's just say, like, 1700s, first musket rifle. And they used that for like 100 years until they started like bringing out the repeaters. Since like the repeaters, technology has been fucking like, zoomed, fast forwarded kind of thing. Like, we didn't have a PC 50 years ago. We didn't have a TV 50 years ago. Well, we had like cameras and videos and stuff like that in the, like 1916, early 1900s, say. But 100 years with all this different kind of technology we've been getting. Where did it all come from? Is it all from Roswell, like I said it is? Are we actually getting the technology given to us by aliens? Or are we on that evolutionary timetable where, we can learn to build things a lot quicker than we did over the last 2,000 plus years ago? I don't really want to be part of the topic actually, but it's just, it's all to do with like, paranormal, I suppose, isn't it, really? What about fucking the Bermuda Triangle? I reckon there could be possibly like a lot of like unusual activity underneath that triangle, possibly aliens and, sinking the ships and grabbing the humans that are sailing the ships and, you know, doing some kind of like experiments on them, and that's why you never get to see them again. Probably like, you know, blasting off at night time and taking them to other planets. No, I'm talking shit, but, you know, something to pass time by, I suppose. No, there aren't. There's one topic I would like to talk about, but I've not really researched it, you know. But the stuff that, you know, what I called subterranean. I think me and Rusty spoke about it once before. The old subterranean, where people live under the ground, you know, kind of thing. You got like, you know, weird humans underneath, half man, half beast. Where do a lot of the homeless people go? Do they go underground? How deep is the planet? How far can a human go underneath the planet without actually like suffocating from the lack of oxygen? No, are there real kind of cities under the planet? I reckon there's cities in the sea, and I reckon there's cities in the planet. So when we get that disaster, when we get another ice age because a fucking meteor comes down and disrupts the planet, you know, going to take a few hundred years or a couple of thousand years before the Earth is even populated again, if it ever gets populated. We might be like the weird creatures from, like, you know, that movie, The Time Machine. You got some people living on the planet still, and you got the fucking weird Oompas, you know, deep down, you know, running old machinery, you know, and living off cannibalism. I don't know. I know I talk a bit of shit tonight, but that's me, innit, really. You know what I'm like. I kind of take one topic and then change it to another topic, then another topic, then another topic, you know. Then I'll go back to the original topic, like camping. You know, can you just imagine me going out camping one night and something, you know, standing outside my fucking tent and it's a fucking werewolf or some Oompa Loompa that's come out from underneath the ground, you know, ready to like jump in my tent and, you know, cut me up and have me for dinner or something, you know. They reckon that there's more people going missing, you know, during any time of the daytime than people go missing, like, you know, when they go homeless, you know. They say, like, you know, a lot of them are abducted. Well, you can't prove that they've been abducted, can you, really? You know, they might have found this underground kind of like structure and gone and lived there, or they could be living out in the wilderness. I mean, if I thought about myself, you know, if I wasn't afraid of being out on my own some of the times, yeah, which I admit I am sometimes afraid of being out on my own. But if I was younger and I had the guts, I'd pack up all my gear, sell everything I could, yeah, and I'd go and live in the countryside. You know, I'd be like some of these people who live out in Alaska, live on the wilds, you know, got no TV, no radios. All you got is your normal little wood cabin, you know, a hunting rifle. I'd love to do that if I was younger. Be a wild man. Wild man over Alaska. I'd go out there, build my own little cabin. Be there all on my own. No, but nice, peaceful quietness. None of this bullshit that keeps going on in the internet and being pestered with people knocking on your door. And oh god, I get so annoyed when people keep knocking on my door every fucking time. A delivery, it's always knocking on my door. Who's it for? So and so. Ain't me. Fuck off. But it's flat 1. I said, I don't care. It ain't flat 1. Go and check another door. And I've had to take some packages in, and I found out who they belong to. And I said to them, you need to sort this out because I can't be asked for them keep knocking on my door. Oh, we have done that. We apologise that, you do get this come knocking on your door. We have given them the correct address, but, the delivery services or, the online order companies just don't bother fucking altering it, kind of thing. And it is a bit of a pain in the arse where I keep getting, people knocking on my door when it ain't even for me. So, if I was younger, if I was 20 years younger, and I had the money, I'd love to go and fucking live somewhere out in the wilderness. Go to like Canada or Alaska. I won't go to Australia because 1, it's too hot, and 2, you might get those weirdos who like come along and fucking, what's that movie? Who's that? Based on that true story where that guy kidnaps people and kills them. I can't remember. Well, you're going to get weirdos whatever country you go to anyway. But I think America would be okay. Alaska would be okay. Australia would be a bit too hot, I think. Yeah. No, actually, America and Canada. Yeah, I think them two would be, because Alaska can get bloody cold. Bloody cold. I'm not one who likes to get cold. Unless I learned, and I was like able to like learn to suffer the cold, kind of thing. No, I don't think I'd even be doing the paranormal, would I, really? Well, there are things I like to do if I could go back in time and change, the way I was brought up. It might mean I might not have my kids, but there's a possibility I could still be married and have kids anyway. But if I could take, to go back in time, I'd love to go and like fucking live somewhere else. This country is just a pain in the arse, to be honest with you. Hello, Big Tone. Why did you retract your message? I didn't see it. Put it back up. Bit late coming in chilling. I'm going offline in a minute. I'm actually going to end the stream soon. New Power Natural is on in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to go and watch that. It's about thousands of crop circles have been reported. Most are dismissed as hoaxes, but some could be from another world.
Real kid.
So that one I'll probably watch. So, I've always thought like, crop circles are probably man-made and probably like hoaxes and shit like that. But I still have my kind of like mixed feelings about that. Maybe it is some kind of like alien creature popping down and leaving some kind of coded message. But why would they use crop fuels though? Why don't they just use a fucking laser beam and burn it into like a hilltop or something? I'll be going offline in a minute. I'm getting a headache as well. So I need antibiotic. Yeah, but if you've got me on my channel, Stu's Outdoor Adventures, then keep an eye on that, because I will probably be doing some camping later on this year. Around about March, April time, when we got light, the longer daytime coming back, and better weather, nice warmer weather. I'll be doing some camping outside over the Capel Common, probably with some of the guys that camp over there, fishing guys. I might start trying to do some, lone camping. I might even do some videos where I'm learning about the what's it called? Bush trail kind of thing, where you're actually trying to make your own kind of like shelter without no stuff at all. You're just using wood and you probably would need like string or paracord, unless you got some of those trees which kind of have those vines. But I want to go out and learn a bit about making like shelters, and during the daytime. I wouldn't go out and spend the night out, kind of thing, unless I had someone with me, kind of. But there's no harm going out and still learning a bit about bushcrafting, I suppose. I was looking at how much an axe was the other day on eBay. Nice little one with a cover on it, about 12 quid. A camping knife, about 7 quid. I've got most of the other stuff, actually, I think. I've got my camping stove, saucepan. I want to get one of those like water can things, like the military use. One of those. I've seen one of those for about 8 quid with a pouch. I also want to get one of those drinking cups, where you can go to any kind of lake or river and just pour the water in, and it actually filters the water for you. But I still will probably use purification tablets. Wouldn't trust some water. I boil it as well. So I think over here, though, the water over here in the UK is a lot more dirtier than it is in America. Right, guys, cheers coming on. I'm going to go because I'm going to watch that other program in a minute. Yeah. Probably go to bed early as well. I'll probably stick the old DVR camera on, probably Friday or Saturday again. So you want to come on and watch the DVR, either Friday or Saturday. It'll probably be on around about 12, 1 o'clock onwards. And that'll be it. I might do a stream before then, though. I might do like a ghost box session for half an hour, then turn the stream off for like an hour, and then turn it back on later. But you'll know anyway when I do it. All right, catch you all later. Good night. Cheers. Bye.